AI art. It's been pretty popular lately because inexperienced people can make pretty complex images with little effort, but what you may not have known is that AI images have been pretty popular in the corporate space as well. Big businesses have been looking into AI image generation as a faster way to get artwork done that doesn't involve paying employees. Because money is really all that these businesses see, the idea of laying off an entire team of artists for a cheap and fast solution is enough for some companies to just jump on the bandwagon. Companies like Hobby Lobby already sell AI-generated art as prints in their stores. But this isn't really a great solution on paper. AI art is newly popular, and the way that popular AI companies make their art is shady at best. But to find out why, we need to go into understanding how AI images are made. The term AI image is a bit misleading because there's no robot behind the scenes in Photoshop piecing these images together. These images are generated through a process called stable diffusion, where images are gathered, torn to pieces, and blended together to make the final product. Kind of like making an image smoothie, but if you stole the fruit you needed for the smoothie, that would be illegal, and large stable diffusion models like DALL-E and Midjourney don't ask when they get the art they need for their models. So, as you can guess, artists aren't really happy about this. There are several pending lawsuits right now about how AI models are allowed to operate with this art that they have stolen from the internet. But if the threat of an impending lawsuit stopped big businesses, this wouldn't be America, so we press forward to other concerns. One of the other major issues with AI art is that it's not made for production. When an artist on an art team creates an image for a game or a movie, they have to consider the elements in the image, how light or dark it is, what distinctive shapes are in the image, and what the composition needs to be as a whole. These artists then pass their work off to a director or a lead who knows a lot more and can give them feedback about what makes the art more appealing for their purposes. And the artists will have their work segmented in a way that they can make these changes pretty easily. Stable diffusion models don't actually know what they're doing, they're just giving you the most average image they can make from their training data that matches the words that you gave them in the prompt. So trying to make specific edits to these images requires a painstaking amount of work, which actually costs the businesses the monies that they were trying to save by getting rid of their art team. Of course, that doesn't really matter if the images that Stable Diffusion generates are just good enough to begin with. It's easy to assume that AI is less appealing than human work because AI lacks the ability to produce accurate images, and they have many imperfections in background elements and more structured items such as letters or faces or hands. Without concrete data, it's difficult to say how much worse it is. That's why I surveyed countless individuals from across the globe. It was 6 people. With that being said, the data was still very interesting and opened a lot of doors to further question. The survey itself just asked people to rate the images in different categories from 1 to 5 based on how appealing they were, and then collected some additional data on metrics that might have affected their ratings. If you want to look at or take the survey, I'll link it in the description. The AI actually performed better than I thought it would, even outperforming the human art in the fantasy category. There are a ton of reasons why this could be the case, from cultural bias to personal experience. An interesting trend was that people who felt confident in recognizing the AI images tended to rate them lower than people who didn't. So, should companies hop on the AI bandwagon? It really depends. The data's wide range of implications really shows that appeal is a complex subject and that the computer's mimicry of it is inconsistent. My takeaway from this research was that it would be valuable to do more research to really nail down what Stable Diffusion is good at and what influences people's perception of the AI art. Thank you for watching. I hope you learned something from this. Don't forget to hydrate, and goodbye.